Welcome back, everyone, to TBN 10. We're excited to bring you this year's last school news broadcast. But don't worry, we'll be back in January. This year was filled with nothing but new opportunities and new lessons to learn from. I'm very excited to walk in the new year with new ambitions and goals to accomplish. For this week's episode, we're coming in light to end off the year smooth, starting with Marketing Shop Spotlight. My name is Naisha Williams.
I'm Gabriela Perez.
And this is TBN 10.
Hi, my name is Cord O'Connor, and I'm a marketing instructor, and welcome to the Putnam Beaver Lodge. Come on in, guys.
4,997, 4,998. Oh, hey, I'm Miss Lamondia. Welcome to the marketing shop. Core values and principles of our shop. Number one, communication, always. This shop runs on everyone doing what they're supposed to do, taking responsibility, communicating when something's not going to go right. We'll never do busy work, and we'll never do work that's not going to be used at some point in your life. Everything we do is useful.
I'd say my overall experience in this shop has been really great. I feel like I've learned a lot of different things, one about myself and just about marketing. But I feel like I chose right choice for me. We don't just learn regular basic marketing things. We go into social media, HR, and it's also a lot of leadership and things like that. So I've not only learned how to do marketing stuff, but I've also learned a lot about myself.
Marketing has been such a crazy experience, honestly. So much goes on in this shop behind the scenes. There's just always so much to do. This shop really helped me to become more oriented with my own time, because everything's so self-paced in here that I just really learned how to manage my time well.
For the underclassmen, I would say it's more on the creative side. They learn how to create, advertise, and market our entire school store, along with things outside of it. Once we get into the upperclassmen, that gets into the management section.
Inside the shop, it's made me realize that the outside world isn't that scary, since we do get a lot of hands-on work. I'd say if I didn't go to a vocational school, it would look like it's more harder to get into. Outside of the shop, I'd say it's helped interactions be better. I just know how to talk to people. As far as work-wise, I feel I'm a lot more structured because of the routine we have here in shop.
Marketing definitely helped me become more focused on what I wanted to do. I never really had a set plan. I kind of was a little all over the place, and I had no real ideas of what I really wanted to get into outside of high school. And it definitely helped me decide what I wanted to do in the business field and how I want to live my life.
So we have a lot of opportunities in the shop. We want our kids to be able to give their ideas. If they want to change something in the store, you can do it. You want to design the next piece of clothing, you can do it. And our students are running our store every day.
If you want to go to college and you want to go to college for business, marketing, whatever you want to do, or other industries, you already have all that experience coming from the marketing shop.
Everyone in the shop is really going to grow into a family.
I feel like being in the shop, one, has helped me build better relationships, also work on my attitude. Our teachers, they're really understanding. They just really care about communications.
One main thing that I feel I stress to my kids is marketing in general is not just about trying to just sell a product to somebody. It's about creating brand value. So we want people to be able to buy into the products that the kids create and the things that we create throughout the shop. We want them to be able to come back and feel like they are a part of the shop.
I think you have to come with that work ethic that you want to come and do your part and work really hard, but we'll have a lot of fun too.
I'm glad the school is offering a chance for those aspiring entrepreneurs to make themselves at home here in Putnam.
Yeah, it's important to give students opportunities that would benefit them in the future.
Not only business-wise, but also revolving around sports.
Let's take this to Gage, who has the details on winter sports.
With the fall season over, the cold front and chilling suspense of winter sports are here. Our students are preparing for a long season ahead full of work and challenges and hoping for success. This year, we wanted to highlight some of the most impactful and intriguing stories among our athletes and prepare you guys for the season ahead. Let's see what these athletes had to say.
All right, so we have
Jenny Elise Castro. I'm on the girls wrestling team.
I know you were a volleyball player to start off with. Tell me how volleyball led you to wrestling, if it did in any way.
Honestly, volleyball was a sport I've started since 4th grade, and it was my only sport. So coming into high school, I feel like you kind of see the range of sports that they have to offer. When I started wrestling, it was really a last-minute decision, and I thought I was crazy because volleyball and wrestling are so different from each other. Commitment is different, and I feel like with wrestling, I learned so much.
So what has kept you going in wrestling, and why did you come back for your second year as a senior?
Honestly, my first year of wrestling, I wanted to quit so many times, if I'm being honest. The effort that my coaches showed me, and just seeing my coaches care for me, I've never had coaches that, showed me that they cared for me and they cared for my, my efforts. They cared for me winning. They cared for every little thing, and I feel like that kept me going. Being in a male-dominated sport, I feel like it's really fun to get out of your comfort zone and experience something that most girls wouldn't go for. I want girls that would never even look twice at the sport to go for it. If you really think that you want to try something out of your comfort zone, just do it. I never would have expected myself to start wrestling.
So I'm here with
Sonora Lamb.
So Sonora, this is your first year of doing wrestling, correct?
Bro, yes, that's correct. I had seen my friend Johnny was doing wrestling, and I was like, what's stopping me from doing it? There's nothing stopping me from signing myself up for that.
Would you say from freshman year to now, all the different routines you've built up have helped build up your confidence?
No, for sure. Freshman year me wouldn't even probably realize me right now. Who is this person? Total different switch. When I was 14, 15, I had no discipline. My mentality was horrible. I honestly didn't believe in myself. I just remember being on the court thinking that I was out of all the girls here, I'm the worst one here. And I don't know, just horrible mentality. But now that, I've been in wrestling and working out, I've been feeling a lot better about myself recently. And I really do admire my own growth that I got now. Wrestling is just kind of the cherry on top that I needed. So when I go to boot camp and stuff like that, I'm gonna be by myself. I like to say you have to get used to being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. People find comfort zones and really don't think about how it's low-key ruining them a little bit because you're too comfortable in the position you're at. And I look at my life I want to keep growing. Like you said, 2 to 5 years. I don't want to be where I am right now.
So I want you to take us through a little bit of history of how you came to this point of where you are now. Where did basketball start for you, and when did you realize that this is what you wanted to do?
I've been playing basketball since the age of 3, and honestly, it was always just a fun thing. Just growing up, seeing everybody play, older cousins, people on NBA and TV and stuff like that, and I don't know, it just kind of just was something I was doing for fun, and I got to a point I realized I was kind of a little better than everybody else, and then I kind of just took it more serious, and then I just really fell in love with it. It was just an escape point too. You've had only really one full season, and even last year you were in and out. How did that feel? It's kind of heavy. From going to the top league in the country. I was just talking to somebody the other day. One week playing against Cooper Flag to not playing AAU at all anymore. Yeah. And it's just it's kind of tough because you're at the top and then you're just knocked back down to the bottom. Yeah. Not be able to get the same opportunity as guys anymore due to injuries and stuff like that. And it's kind of hard. It kind of took a big toll on me. It was a time it was in my sophomore year, got hurt. I really didn't even like basketball at all. I just didn't want to be around it, didn't want to see it, nothing to do with it. And then eventually just the fire and the passion just came back. Yeah. And even last year battling through injuries, it was kind of tough. We went through a stretch, losing games. Yeah. I was mentally checked out for a little bit of time, but just being able to have the reassurance from my coaches, teammates, and everybody just built me back up. So I'm here today with
Josiah Prophet.
What is cheerleading really consist of? Because we see in games where you're just basically cheering, but what is cheerleading in its full?
In its full, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of stretching. It's a lot of muscle, and it's a lot of teamwork and communication. Especially when it comes to stunts and stuff like that. We're obviously not talking during stunts, but you need to have that chemistry with your flyers, with your bases, with your backs. Everybody needs to have that mental chemistry just to be able to get the stunt up safely, because obviously we don't want nobody falling. But even then, even if they do fall, we want to have that communication with each other to know, hey, she's going down, we got to get it.
Yeah. And how is that communication built over your 4 years of you've been cheering with some of the same people and also different people over those years?
It's definitely taught me how to communicate with certain types of people, because obviously I come across all types of people in my daily life, not even just with cheer.
To all my new wrestlers this year, I want you to stick through it, even if it's hard. I know that it's not an easy sport, but trust that at the end of the finish line, it's really worth it, and all that hard work really pays off.
It's the holiday season, and we are stoked.
I'm sure it's universal that we are all itching for Christmas break.
But first, we have a message from Transition Academy to boost those holiday spirits.
Happy holidays!
Well, that's all for this episode. We have been so honored to give you the news to you all.
We hope you have the best time during your break and to have a happy holiday.
Make sure to pay those class dues and have an amazing rest of your day, and like, comment, and subscribe.
We will make sure to keep you all up to date on everything Putnam. Leave any suggestions on anything you want us to cover.
And this is TBN 10 signing off. Happy holidays!